Hey everyone, welcome back to Boss Gaming. This is yours truly Maximus and welcome to another beginner's in-depth guide into Pokemon Unite. Today we're looking at Gardevoir, and in the game she may look like a cutie florally character, but trust me, after this guide you'll see why she is one of the most fearsome DPS AoE destroyers of Pokemon Unite. So let's get into the basics. So Gardevoir sounds so Frenchy. Anyway, she's considered an A-tier attacker of intermediate difficulty to play. Now, related to her basic attacks and passive, Synchronize is her passive, which mirrors any received slows or damage over time hindrances back at the attacker. Take that back. Yeah, you want to slow me down? Take it back. You want to do a damage over time? Take it back. Now, the basic attack is that every third attack deals an area damage and reduces the special defense of all opponents hit for a short time. So that is fantastic, considering that this Pokemon is a nuclear bomb of AoEs, and her passive and basic attacks sets up everything to be that atomic bomb. So generally you have that role to be in the back line, do your burst thingy, destroy everyone you see, and of course when you're playing as a single player and you have that one-on-one altercations, you definitely need to zone opponents, making sure that they do not occupy certain key areas or be able to come up to you in your face, because you are generally a ranged attacker, so you do not want people in your face. So that was the basics. Let's get into the moves of this Pokemon. So the early levels, basically it's hit and run, literally, because you have Confusion and Teleport. So Confusion basically has a 4.5 cooldown and shoots a Psychic Blast straight forward, so that's your range damage. And of course we have Teleport, which has 11-second cooldown, which warps to a nearby area, but it also boosts the next basic attack. So obviously if I want to run down someone, I teleport and then I use my Confusion because I know I'm going to have an increased attack. Or of course I could use my teleport as my get out of jail free card because someone is pressing me. Now, at level 6 is where things get darkly atomic, as you have access to either Psyshock or Future Sight. Now, Psyshock has a 10-second cooldown, shoots 3 Psychic Blasts within a designated AoE. Each impact reduces this move's cooldown. So now you can start to see why this is so deadly. Once I hit, this move is coming right back at you, and if used properly, remember when I was talking about backline burst damage? Look at this example. As you can see, I'm quite positioned quite correctly for this team fight Zapdos encounter. Now with Psyshock, I'm able to easily melt down the opponent's life points at a safe distance. Talk about backline meltdown. Now the other level 6 move is called Future Sight. This is the same AoE except it has a delayed response. Now note, the upgrade for this makes it exclusively different from the other level 6 move, in that when you upgrade this, it is an instant cooldown on hit. So you can spam this like a beast if you know how to use it. So at level 8 we have a fantastic heap of moves for your arsenal. Starting off with Psychic. This is yet another AoE move where you shoot out a ball of energy in a distance and it basically explodes on impact, slowing down anyone in that AoE. Now, the next move is Moonblast. You leap back and you shoot a Psychic Blast of energy, stunning the first opponent you hit and then damaging the others in a cone. Now, that is a fantastic way to actually engage someone if you have that one-on-one battles. So my personal combo is Moonblast, then Future Sight or Psyshock, whichever one you feel like using. But once you stun that person, it's an easy way to land that AoE shock on them. And last but not least, we have your Unite move called Fairy Singularity. What this does is that it creates a void, and this void sucks in everyone to a certain point, and then it explodes, does damage, and it basically displaces everyone. So if you manage to get off any one of your AoE moves before you do this Unite move, it will be totally devastating to an opposing team. Now with the abilities out of the way, let's look at the items that are totally necessary for Gardevoir. Now, the first item is Wise Glasses. This is totally necessary for that general increase in special attack damage because that's what you'll be specializing in to be that nuke of the team. The other item is Shell Bell. Basically, that will give you that sustain in lane because when you do land a special attack, it restores some HP and has that general advantage of giving you more special attack. Now, the third item will be based on preference. You can always go with a special attack specs or amplifier. Now, the Battle Hell item, I personally go for eject button because you never know when you need to get out of there. Now, based on moves, rolls, and Pokemon synergy, your best buddies in Pokemon Unite are Ninetales, Crustle, and Venusaur. Yay! Now, the Pokemon you need to look out for. Who's the Dark Bane in your petals? That will be the one, the only, Snorlax. If you see a Snorlax, just know you're gonna have a difficult time playing up Gardevoir. So that's about it in a nutshell. Gardevoir is certainly a wonderful addition to the game, and she certainly brings that fear into the DPS category. She certainly earned it as the DPS AoE queen of Pokemon Unite. So guys, post your comments below. Tell me what you think about Gardevoir, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like on our Facebook page, and as always, share up the love.